I'm Beth, and I've been in the health coach program for some months now. I'm also a nursing student, and the stories that I'm going to tell are more to do with patient interactions because I'm kind of steeped in that right now, and the health coach program has impacted my conversations with people in my personal life, but has given me a lot more enjoyment in my interactions with my patients as well. So during my first clinical experience as a new nursing student, I had an interaction with a patient that revealed just how much my anxious need to feel I had all the answers and do everything right made my thinking and behavior just really frantic. I was almost always a nervous wreck, and this was totally detrimental to my care of my patients. And I really needed some work in learning how to calm down so I could just learn to listen to my patient. So within the first few weeks of my sort of maiden semester, I was rounding on my patient late at night, and she very firmly told me that she did not want me to open the door to poke my head in unless I had something that needed done. And I, feeling very overwhelmed with doing everything like clockwork and not missing anything, just somehow became preoccupied in explaining that it was for her own good that we round on patients. And she replied, "Well, you scare me when you wake me up in the middle of the night like that." And instead of acknowledging that and maybe asking her more about why she felt that way, or respecting her preference, and possibly arranging a way to maintain her safety while, in a way that didn't freak her out, I continued to press my points, and it did not take long before she fired me. I was a wreck, and the patient felt less safe being there under the care of the rest of the nursing staff. So I never made quite that reprehensible a mistake again, but over the next many months through school, I would often feel nearly incapacitated by the pressure to prioritize and perform, and I had such a hard time making sense in practice of all the details. I'm pretty sure I even stressed my fellow students out a lot. But my time as a health coach has taught me to really slow down and focus only on my conversation with the patients. And I learned how to make listening the foundation of my interaction with LD without an agenda, and learned what developing a relationship with a patient can reveal. And meanwhile, I was feeling more confident in my own clinical experience. In one case, I could tell when a staff nurse's teaching wasn't effective and how that stressed out an already overwhelmed first-time postpartum patients, even more than she already was. I was able to observe to the patient that she still seemed really anxious and asked her what she made of all the new information she was getting. And the patient felt relieved that somebody had recognized this. We were able to go over the teaching again, and she felt confident in her ability to care for her newborn at home, and I felt more in command of myself and my time there in general. The focus on the patient's needs and feelings and experience, rather than all the tasks I was supposed to complete at her, made all the difference. And my recognizing and acknowledging what the patient was feeling really gave me a lever to organize all the data and details and care for the patient in the safest, most effective way. And I felt really good about what I had done that day. I had a lot more enjoyment of my time with the patients, and I feel confident that I can be an effective nurse, and that my care will not just make them feel good, although I hope it will, and that's important, but I feel confident that I can give the level of care that I'm really capable of. And it's really going to inform my practice and my philosophy as a nurse when I go forward.